The wrong partner won't just break your heart, they can break your purpose. Being unequally yoked is not just a relationship issue, it's a destiny issue. The Bible says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And many hear that as a rule about dating. But it's not just about dating, it's about direction. Because the yoke doesn't just tie you to a person, it ties you to their pace, their vision, their faith, and their future. When you're unequally yoked, you are tethered to someone who is not walking the same spiritual path. And no matter how strong you are, if you are pulling in the opposite direction, your growth will always be slowed, your peace will always be shaken, and your purpose will always be at risk. And that is too costly. Being unequally yoked creates spiritual tension. One of you wants to pray and the other wants to sleep. One of you wants to build and the other wants to complain. One of you wants to forgive and the other wants to hold grudges. And suddenly you find yourself bending, compromising, silencing your convictions just to keep the relationship from breaking. But here is the danger. Every compromise costs you a piece of your calling. Every time you shrink your faith to keep them comfortable, you bury a little more of your destiny. You bury a little more of the destiny God planted inside you. Spiritual growth requires unity. Purpose requires partnership. You cannot walk into the fullness of God's assignment while dragging someone who doesn't even believe in the God who gave it. And the enemy knows this. That's why one of his greatest weapons is distraction through connection. He doesn't have to stop you. He just has to link you to someone who will. Now ask yourself, does this person fan the flame of my faith or smother it? Do they make me feel closer to God or constantly pull me further away? Am I free to obey God fully or am I negotiating my obedience? Because here's the truth. When you are yoked to the wrong person, the very thing that was supposed to carry you into destiny becomes the very thing that keeps you stuck in cycles. But when you are yoked to the right partner, spiritual growth becomes natural. Purpose becomes partnership. Prayer becomes power. Instead of dragging dead weight, you are running side by side, both looking to Jesus, both building something eternal, both walking in rhythm with heaven. Now the question is, are you spiritually soaring or you're spiritually suffocating in your relationship? God will never call you to forfeit your faith for the sake of a marriage. He will never ask you to bury your calling so someone else can feel comfortable in their own belief. His word is clear. Light and darkness cannot share the same yoke. So, if you are in a place where you feel the weight of being unequally yoked, it is time to wake up. Your peace, your growth, and your destiny is too costly to remain tied to someone who cannot walk where God is calling you. Because being unequally yoked doesn't just affect your marriage, it affects your mission. And your mission is too sacred to abandon. God bless you.